make you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. And, of course, Aaron Brooks. This will be their second game without him.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on you.
Oh, sticking too much.
Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary comes in for Cantor. And Freak subbed in for Roberson. Westbrook dishes to Freak. And that misses. That would have put him up. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The feed to Booker. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Brandon Knight's checked in for Phoenix. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Warren kicks to Hansbrough. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Knight.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns, and my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. McRae's checked in for T.J. Warren, and Shane Larkin subbed in for Booker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Knight passes to Larkin. There's a screen by Hansbrough. He kicks it to Larkin. He feeds it to Hansbrough. Knight dishes to Hansbrough. Shot clock at 3. Here's Larkin. Here's Len. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Thunder trailing by 4. Freak kicks to Waiters. The dish to Freak. Len grabs the board.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Here's Larkin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And it's Freak missing. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Bulls.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
They shoot again, so the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And that one misses. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Alex Len.
Who you got? Good?
He's off on the second.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down.
Johnson with a screen on Knight. Freak passes to McGarry. Payne dishes to Freak. Takes it off the glass. Freak's got his first points of the night. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting the ball in the paint like this.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
See what he was doing?
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Thunder trailing by 13. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant and Ibaka playing at the 4 and 5. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak, and it's Roberson in at the 3 spot.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bledsoe with him. Westbrook picks him up. Bledsoe against Westbrook. Bledsoe kicks to Warren, and he gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 15.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Phoenix leading by 13, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls put forth a nice effort. He picked up 10 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. A bit of a surprise attack for him as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bledsoe against Ibaka. Here's Booker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for your Suns, T.J. Warren.
That free throw good from Warren. And Phoenix making a change. And a new group in here for the Thunder. And so we conclude the first.
Well, Ty.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. They're yours.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even. The Thunder making a switch here. Freaks checked in. Suns leading by 5. Charlie Villanueva out there with Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Warren. And it's Booker in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Swings it from 9 feet away. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the 3-second violation. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Number 1, the Thunder.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, one, they have good shooters, but two, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Here's Booker. Shot's good. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. Checking out Oklahoma City after finishing the season with the second-best record in the West. They enter this series as the heavy favorites, looking to make a statement here in Game 1. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to capture the
Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And Freak subbed in for Roberson. Jazz leading by 6. So on the floor for Utah. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Hood out there with Sheldon Mack, and it's Burks in its small forward. Stolen by Durant. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Mack. He's covered by Westbrook, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Freak. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Burks can't get it to go. And that one's good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Jazz leading by 8. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Here's Hood. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Burks with the steal. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Out to the wing. Mack, no luck. Here's Freak. Here's Durant. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Front pass the arc. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his second bucket of the night.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Back to Durant. Passes it to Freak. Shoots.
got a Gucci glasses. Wow. Okay, yeah, Gucci is definitely very expensive. You didn't know. Well, you probably didn't know, but yeah, Gucci's very expensive. That's nice. I mean, you could drink a